On the near side of the table, best of 7, love all.
One.
Is often a sign of a confident counter-attacker, someone who's well-centered, comfortable on both sides.
Over the table as the match develops.
There's
that.
5-3.
So what started off looking like a very one-sided game for Koki NIWA has come right back into a 2-point differential here.
See this one more time. Push is low to the net, but it comes long, and Koki NIWA well balanced. As far as advantages of being tall in table tennis versus a little bit more compact like Koki.
So JIANG Tianyi has a wider reach. It'll be to his advantage to play the wide angles. 5 serving 6 for Tianyi.
For Koki NIWA, again, you never know what you're going to get with JIANG Tianyi. Yesterday,
3, and essentially stole a match from down 5-10 in Game 7.
6.
Koki NIWA ahead by 2 here with the serve. Beautiful play. Never comes to that side.
See how much pace was taken off that. An excellent effort from Koki NIWA to still recover that ball. He's got to go for it, but the next shot
is not mandatory for those of you a little newer to table tennis. Simply an opportunity for players to dry off, towel off.
9-10.
That heavy underspin serve we've seen from JIANG Tianyi has fooled Koki NIWA on several occasions now throughout the game. He's got one more serve to try and tie it up. One more game point to save. Oh, Koki NIWA goes the other way out to the forehand as JIANG Tianyi is burnt trying to turn the corner.
2 points to Koki NIWA of Japan. You can watch the rotation on the ball for these highlights, and Game 2 will be back in just a minute.
With me, I've got Neha Agarwal from India's Beijing Olympic team. Neha, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, Adam. How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be working with you again since the U.S. Open.
Likewise.
1.
In the stadium, really raising the standard.
1.
Anything that's really stood out to you so far? Have you had a chance to see these 2 players throughout the tournament?
Yeah, sure. But yeah, the Indian viewers definitely enjoyed it.
3 all.
Power, so much precision on his shots. I mean, I haven't seen so much struggle from Yuto Muramatsu and simply at the World Tour Grand Finals in Doha.
And he's also the world's 2nd best defender, you can say.
That's right behind Ju Se-hyuk.
4.
So JIANG Tianyi has, throughout this tournament, played many outstanding comebacks, but also suffered.
Was up 9-4 in Game 7. I think it was Hungary earlier, the first of the World Tour this year. Forcing the receiver of that attack to pick which side of the racket to play with. Oh, the surprise long serve.
6, 5. 6 all.
He's been serving forehand high toss around this whole game, and there's a
Than others, JIANG Tianyi likes to stick with the pendulum quite a lot, but his variation of spin so strong in this to deter the next ball from JIANG Tianyi.
you know, suddenly it disrupts the course of the speed of the ball, and you're actually ready for
Right, taking the top spin off definitely bites.
7, 8.
Diaz of Puerto Rico was just flawless with that chop block. Or how much backspin, you know, chop block, the chop part, implying that there's some backspin on it, but not always. Sometimes it's straight side spin, sometimes it's heavy under with the side. But when you have topspin coming in at you, it's usually a lot of side on it. Wow, that is can use wrist. JIANG Tianyi fearlessly saves a game point. Outstanding play.
He want to take a shot that he's not comfortable with. Look at the ball. And yet Koki NIWA with this racket behind his head for half of this. Drop shots are very rare to see, so difficult, but JIANG Tianyi
super confident and super cool when he plays.
that comeback, super comeback from JIANG Tianyi. He's trying to get his attacks more aggressively on the table, and he finally finds his way through in this.
Remember, and Dima's here without a coach as well, the top seed.
1.
Chop and things that just seem like specialty games, they can do it. It's a question of what's going to work best out here.
sometimes a soft shot in the beginning, but here it's a more quality backhand opening flip.
NIWA.
And to me, the versatility, the effort that is being actually imparted in it is so enormous for your subconscious mind. So you're consciously not really attempting things. You've practiced it so hard. It's based on your subconscious mind, and everything comes very naturally.
Advantage of Koki NIWA then in game one. JIANG Tianyi managed to get very close in game one to work his.
Or if, you know, you have to keep continuing it if the ball lands on the other side.
1.
Right, so once it's acknowledged either by both players or the umpire, the point is replayed.
1.
The point should be replayed. Now, there have been some times where both players will concede that, no, I had no chance.
That's your point, but typically it should be replayed. We actually saw that with Dima versus Fan Zhendong. So back to start off game 4, and it's one who knows exactly how the rally should start.
Love.
Wait to carry.
Just a debate that is it advantageous to be tall or not?
As one of the taller players from the former Indian team, what was it like for you? How did you find it covering the middle and advantages, disadvantages?
For me, I was generally very closer to the table all the time because having long arms and legs, I generally tended to
10 in the world. He's quite a tall player, one of the taller players in the game.
5, 2.
Led the country for a while now, Wang Chunting, the top 10 in the world. There's that backhand again, predictable in their patterns.
Let.
Matilda Ekholm, who you'll have a chance to see later today, also incredibly unpredictable. Right now the pressure on JIANG Tianyi. And after
4, he's got Koki NIWA so far out in the backhand corner.
change here early on, JIANG Tianyi's backhand off the bounce is solid. And there.
Play.
Inside out.
Who have
John,
trouble
taking
playing
more
against
time.
left-handed players. And the
Peter.
same can be said of left-handed players.
JIANG Tianyi is also not used to playing left-handed players. Oh, back.
Because of the left-handed situation, it's just a question of who can adapt more.
against the player. You know, a lot of players are doing video analysis. They learn.
Absolutely destroy. That's a little, the length is just right, and so it's difficult for NIWA. Not this time.
It's been quite a roller coaster. JIANG Tianyi was down 3-7. Tries for a similar serve.
Changes quite quickly.
11, 8.
Now this change in serve is also very debatable, you know. So as we inch closer
Right.
to the final two, all these players have a lot of pressure to get to that point.
Serve, it's either going to bounce on the table for a third time or come off just at the back edge.
Love.
Ooh, actually trying to catch the ball, but we have to see this one more time. Boom, boom. Could be the surprise element is the same serve twice. They might expect something different because that's common, right? Dmitry Ovcharov and Yuya Oshima waiting on the other half of their half of the bracket.
JIANG Tianyi, and so when the rally is pushed, you know, behind the table in the counter loops, I can say that a taller player has more advantage than the shorter one.
Right, you know, we see champions of all different heights. You know, the greatest female player of all time, Deng Yaping, 4'11". There's one thing that made Timo Boll effective at the international level against the top Chinese players is that he could take the ball off the bounce so early. And look at
right here. Short serve in over the table. The Chiquita there, a little off the top of the net, but
Chiquita comes up. But yeah, that's their clever way of saying banana flip. And that Coach Zhang Wei might be able to actually say. Look at that backhand's common, but at this level, I don't think they want to interrupt with the players quite as much. You're right.
it seems pretty much the same as it was before.
To me, it could, you know, sometimes distract the
Already having some strategy in the mind, and the coach offers something else, so you don't want to disrupt.
Up. And he makes his decisions and his strokes, I'd say, a little bit.
But a shorter stroke with the forehand, still enough power from JIANG Tianyi to take the point. Wow. To play the ball from the middle. He makes the middle a little bit wider to the backhand, so when JIANG Tianyi tries to turn, he doesn't have time. Oh, an incredible.
think about the serves that you're going to make.
Right, and it was Koki NIWA. It was the timeout on the side of Koki NIWA.
Game so far.
Though from Japan, who's going to have some words. Koki NIWA on the receive here. 2 match points out of the timeout. The defensive game does it from off the table, gets a counter with the forehand side, and 11 points to 8, 4 games to 1. The young Koki NIWA moves on to the men's singles semifinals here at the India Open.
And 11-9. So very close game, but the third one finishing off on 1, and then 11-8, 11-8 in the fourth and the fifth game. So wonderful performance. Moving on to the semifinals, as I mentioned, is one of the most prestigious tournaments, $150,000 prize money. A lot of things for Koki NIWA to take back home now.